What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Recently, I went on a quick vacay at the beach. Walked around looking for minis. I found this miniature drum keychain. I thought it could be a cute little addition in the dollhouse, like on a bookcase or something. I got a tiny shell that's just the right size for our realistic beach. The hotel room had the essentials, a bed, a window, a small balcony. It looked like something that would be pretty easy to recreate in miniature. Just a little corner scene so the dolls look like they're on vacation as well. So let's gather supplies. I went to DollarTree and headed over to the garden section. Let's turn this kneeling pad into a mattress. In stationery, I found these rectangle felt bulletin boards. We could probably use this as a quick headboard. And what about these doormats? We can use them for hotel carpet. Ooh, this frame looks large enough for a door or a window. We're back in the studio. I picked up a few of those felt bulletin boards for $1.25 each. There was a number of different colors. They come with push pins, a ribbon, some kind of adhesive tape. The board is a 10 by 10 square, made of what I think is cardboard foam and covered in felt. And the back is covered with some kind of cardstock. So you could totally DIY this from scratch if you wanted to. This one is a nice heather gray, I think it's called, but I'm gonna cover it with this faux leather fabric I got at Michael's for $9.99 a yard. I cut a piece that is slightly larger, place the bulletin board in the center with the good side facing down, fold over and glue the edges, and that's pretty much it. We have our headboard. Let's cut another one into 2-inch strips. I cut 2 strips off of the sides. So now you can see that it is cardboard, foam, and felt. I cut 2 inches off the top and bottom, glue them together to make a frame. I glued the longer pieces on the inside of the shorter ones so I get a longer rectangle. It's measuring about 11¼ inches. I take a strip of the faux leather and we're gonna cover 3 of the 4 sides. Leaving the side, we are going to attach the headboard exposed. And I left a little of the felt exposed on the top because I found that it could be a little tricky to glue onto this material. While I was at the dollar store, I picked up a cardboard trifold. I cut off one of the sides, then cut it to 12 inches. I cut 2. The side is already 9¼ a little under 9½ inches wide, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Stack and glue the 2 boards together. Actually, let's just trim it to 9 inches so it's even. So we have a 12 by 9 rectangle. Cover it with the faux leather. I did outline the frame so I could leave a little space so we can get some good contact when we glue it. I cut off a small piece from the headboard where we plan to glue the frame. Secure those edges with a little more glue, then glue on the frame, then glue on the top. Now we have a nice little platform and headboard for our bed. Let's take the kneeling pad, cut the edges straight. I have a rectangle that's about 6½ by 11 inches, which I think will fit nicely on the bed. My edges are a little jagged, so let's cover it with white felt. Then I glue white fabric on top for a fitted sheet. I want the covers to look like they are tucked under the mattress. So I'm making one that is no-sew and I'm gonna glue it onto the mattress. However, you could totally sew some bedding if you wanna be able to move it around. I'm using a white microfiber towel from the dollar store. I cut white fabric that is double the length of the towel, place the towel on one end, then fold the fabric over, sandwiching the towel on the inside. I want to make sure nothing shifts, so I put a drop of glue in the corners. Caution, hot glue is hot. You've been warned. I added the glue on both sides, so it's nice and secure. I fold over the top edge, place it on the mattress about 3 inches from the top, fold the fabric underneath, and glue it in place. I did leave a little space so we will be able to slide a doll inside. Then we can glue or just set it on top. If we don't glue it down, it's a little easier to get the doll in and out of the bed. For no-sew pillows, I cut a 6.5 by 4-inch piece of fabric. I fold over the top edge 1/4 of an inch and glue it down. I'm using hot glue, however you could use fabric glue or tacky glue if you like. Then flip it over. I fold up the bottom 2 inches, fold over the top 1.5 inches so they overlap. Apply a thin line of glue on the sides. I like to fold over that edge about 1/8 of an inch first. Make a crease, then apply the glue between the layers, then fold and bend to try to get a straight edge. We can also press a ruler against that crease and then push down the glue in hopes that it won't seep through. Carefully flip it inside out. Add some fluff. I bought this at the dollar store as well. Oops, I glued my finished edge on the wrong side. It's supposed to be overlapped the other way. My bad. But it is on the back, so hopefully nobody will notice. I glue it shut with a little hot glue, and we've got a no-sew pillow. We need 4, so I have another chance to get it right. I glued that top edge, and we're gonna flip it over. And if I want this edge to be on the outside, then it needs to be folded over first, 1.5 inches, and then this one needs to be folded up 2 inches and glue on the sides. I used a ruler to press the sides. Now let's flip it and see if I did it right this time. Yes, and those are some nice straight edges. That's a pretty good no-sew pillow. We can take ribbon and glue it on. I used quick dry tacky glue to make a little frame, then stuff the pillow just like before and add it to the bed. We can add some ribbon to the comforter as well. And we've got a comfy, cozy bed. I bought this tape dispenser a while ago, hoping that I could figure out how to use it. It's still a work in progress. But we can remove this little circular piece. I'm gonna put a little circle of hot glue around the inside edge to close it off, and then I just have to keep turning it until it cools. So we can drop a balloon light inside and still be able to reach it when we need to. So we can turn it off and on. I wrap a piece of floral wire around the top, take the end and straighten it out. Then let's bend it so we can hook it right over the top of the bed. I had 2, so I placed them on both sides of the bed for a light. Maybe we could use this for a side table. I carefully removed the teeth. I used my wire cutters to cut through the metal so I can remove part of it and be left with a triangle. Let's put a little dab of hot glue on those ends. I have a few wood cutouts I bought at Michael's. I paint them brown. Then let's glue it onto the top using a little hot glue to make nightstands to go on the sides of the bed. They are a little tall, but they also work as TV trays, where the dolls can enjoy room service or work on their computer. I was inspired by our last then versus now video, or was it now versus then, where we showed a Barbie bed from 1999. We're gonna have to show the rest of this build in a part 2, cause I just got back and I thought I could do all of this in a day, but I need more time. But before we go, maybe we can use this last little piece of bulletin board. It measures 6.25 by 6.25 inches. And we have a little bit of the kneeling pad left over, which is almost the same length as the bulletin board. First, let's cut scraps from the kneeling pad to fill in the little hand grip. I hot glued it in place. Cut 3 inches off the leftover bulletin board that we can use for a seat. I cut the last piece in 2. I cut one edge at a curve to make the sides. I cover everything with a layer of felt. I add a scrap of the kneeling pad onto the seat to make it long enough, then cover it with felt like the others. Now we can cover each piece with more felt or fabric, or even a fluffy sock. Using a fluffy sock is a super easy way to get a fitted look. I'm putting the armrest in first, down by the toe, placing the seam on the curve, trim off the excess, then sew it closed with a blind stitch or glue it down. Use the rest of the sock on the longer pieces. Then I stick the hot glue gun right into the sock, and we're gonna just add a little glue in the areas where we know we're gonna connect the other pieces. Then I glue the seat to the back. I'm also pushing a few toothpicks through the foam before gluing to make a couch or a love seat using our scraps and a few socks. Thank you for joining us while we made a hotel bed using a few things from the dollar store. And be sure to check back for part 2. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time.